bro, like the parents and shit, they making manners and all this shit.
Well, I guess it's like more like supporting, if
Yeah, yeah,
anything. Cause some Edomites, they send their kids to like an academy for this shit, bro.
yeah, hell yeah.
They go to academy. Even still, they don't be making it. Like I saw this one family, this Edomite family. They spent like they wasn't even rich. They spent like $10,000 a month on their kids' baseball training, try to get this nigga into the league, bro. And the nigga still ain't make it. He ain't no Jake. He ain't got the natural. Ain't had the natural tendencies, man.
And even Jake and one of my boys in the world, he was like crazy nice, bro. He was like top 3 players in the whole New York State, and he went down to South America, where like the good soccer's at. And he was like, bro, like there's like 15-year-olds that are like better than me or the same, and he was already like 18, 19. I was like, man,
He's 3 years behind them.
yeah, hell yeah.
I never forget that I worked hard. The king said, talent is nothing. Like, you can find it anywhere. Like with these other nations, you gotta search hard, high and low. And then, even then, there might be a Jake. You know what I'm saying? But amongst our people, talent is like,
Yeah, like everybody's
whatever.
pretty common.
Somebody got something that the
Yeah.
Lord blessed them with, you know? I never forget that amongst our people, talent is nothing, you know? It's just like the wealthy. Amongst the wealthy, money is nothing to them because they have it in abundance, you know? So the Lord bless Jake. I think he was out here. I want to say he was out here. What did we do last week? Oh, we had to do it in.
Last week was the storm.
I think last week. It felt like, I thought that shit was like 2 weeks ago. That's what it felt like. Shit was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last week was, yeah, indoor ministry. All right. All right, first and foremost, we'll do Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Kapitai. I want to say give double honor to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone, for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to the elect, Lord willing, with some of those men and women that believe in the fear and name of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, patiently waiting for the day of our salvation. Here we out here another week. The Wadi Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening in the less than 24 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at in the earth, right? I don't know if you heard about America attacking Iran. America and Israel, they're all attacking each other. Iran is dropping missiles on certain U.S. military bases and locations within Iraq, Brunei, state of Israel supposedly being attacked with missiles and shit. So it's just a big conflict right now. It's not a war. It's not World War III yet, but it's definitely getting there. Right? It's turning hot.
Right.
Because I have asked a couple of questions to ChatGPT why did Russia respond right now? And Russia and Iran don't have if you attack one, you attack all treaty like NATO, right? So they just backing Iran through military help as far as weapons, strategic alliances, economic alliances. But they did condemn it. They staunchly condemned it, right? And this is just it's just more provocation. I had me thinking, all this death and destruction over there, for what? You know what I'm saying? And it shows you that Esau, he's the man of sin, he's the man of perdition, he's the man of death. Give me the Revelation 6 and 5. That was the shot.
This is Revelation 6 and verse 5. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse.
Which one that says red horse? I thought it was 5. Might be 7. The red horse?
Yeah. Revelation 6 and verse 7. when he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him, and power was given to them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
It's right here, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I know it's over here, bro. Oh, it's number 4. Where's 4, bro? Hey, when I be looking for something, like, wait a minute, I be knowing what I'm talking about. I get frustrated. I know what I'm talking about. It's all good.
Revelation 6:3 says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
And that's Esau. That's Esau, Edom. Right? That's that fourth dragon, the Roman Empire. Right? And we're in the second leg of the Roman Empire. And brothers can hear us. Hey, put a number 1 on the comment board if you can hear us loud and clear. Right? If the sound is good. But that's Esau, Edom. And he said what? That what people should kill one another, and that you should take what peace on the earth?
It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another.
And you see that what's going on right now, right? They said that they hit strategic places in Iran, but they dropped a bomb on a school that killed 86 kids. I seen a video. Well, I ain't watched the video. I saw the thumbnail. You had a Elamite holding up a skeleton of a little girl that died up in there. And he had an arm. Right? He had an arm in his hand, man. Like, look. You know what I'm saying? So, like, here it is. Them kids, they can't bring war to you. I thought it was strategic spot. Then they'll blame it on Iran. Well, they put their schools next to a missile silo. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, collateral damage. Who cares, you know? But this man, all he does is he's a purveyor of death. I watched we did a meeting of brothers from the elder Wakari Kwame and the elder brothers from Australia. We was on this morning, and we did a lesson regarding this because it was hot off the presses at that time, and it was hot off the presses at that time, and it was this dude Trump. He started bringing up shit that happened in the '80s, talking about some. They held out U.S. American citizens for 400 some odd days in Iran. Well, nigga, y'all made a deal and got them niggas home. And on top of that, they could have got them home a whole lot sooner, but they wanted to wait till President Ronald Reagan got in the office to make it look like it was something he did. Jimmy Carter could have got him home, but they stalled him out. And so they made him stay there longer. And then what they do, they're going to send Jesse Jackass over there like he talked to them niggas, and he got them niggas to say, you know what, we'll let him go. It was all a show. But so y'all already squared that away. Then they talk about the Lockerbie bombings, some shit that happened in the 70s. He's just talking about a bunch of shit that held nothing. But what it showed was Esau's the only person that's allowed to hold a grudge and to get recompense for what happens to him. But everybody else, particularly you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, we gotta just let it go. Right? We can't forget and let live. He's the only person on the earth can get retribution is Esau. Starting with them small hats. You got it, bro.
And NOT, it says, then another horse appeared, a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and the authority to take peace from the earth. And there was war and slaughter everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is what we're seeing. You know, Esau was given the control of the earth. And as the scriptures say, his blessing was what? The sword. And now we're seeing what? A peace being taken from the earth. And a war and slaughter everywhere, man. Because anywhere this man goes, he brings death. You know, it happened when they came to the Americas to colonize here. They brought the Southern Kingdom to serve in chattel slavery, man. and then now that they have control of the earth, or most of it, you know, they want to what? Bring war to those that are at that are against them.
Well, that's the only way that they know how to take over shit.
Yeah.
Is what the become Johnson attack. They don't they don't take things over diplomatically, right? Not saying that's the way you do it, but when they want something, it will get what is it what is it Micah? The one who says they oppress a man in his heritage. Even in the and we're reading NLT. Yeah, this man, all he knows is he's coveting after something. But they're not going to tell you that's the real reason. They're going to say it was provocation. And right? Because like, and we had read it up this morning, according to the American doctrine, right? In order for, and it's a gray area. That's what this guy's operating. Because I asked the question, why didn't this guy go to Congress to get this, you know, allow this to happen? Well, the only reason why you go to Congress is that America can attack another nation is that they're facing imminent threat of, you know, a provocation or attack from another nation. So what Trump said on that speech this morning, he said that we destroyed certain locations in Iran that we did as an imminent threat to America, right? We're going to destroy their missiles. We're going to destroy their capabilities. That's what he said. You got it.
Micah 2:2, it says, well, Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Mm-hmm.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Which that means it goes about demons. They deal with demons on a higher level. So those demons that they work with, it's in the power of their hand. So they use them demons to go to invoke their power because it's in the power of their hand.
Verse 2, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. In the NLT it says, when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it.
You find a way to seize it, right? Iran is the new boogeyman in the so-called Middle East, but you're not even in the Middle East. They're like in the East, right? They get into the further East, right? But according to Esau, Edom, starting with the Amalekites, Benjamin Netanyahu, they're like, look, we need to attack them, right? And they don't tell you when they attack; they just do it. They don't give you no way. They don't give you a way out. Like, look, let's come to, and I had looked up, I had saw something, I came across a video about the country of Oman, which they're like the Middle East version of Switzerland. It's a neutral area. It's a neutral country, but they do a lot of business between enemy countries, including America, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Iran, and other countries. And when they want to talk about peace treaties, they go to Oman and they talk across the table with that guy. So they didn't do that. They didn't have that conversation. Well, if they did, we don't know nothing about it, right? We didn't get it.
Micah 2:2 in the NLT, when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it.
You find a way to seize it. Go ahead.
When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence.
When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. They claim that the Ayatollah is dead. So now what they going to do? You going to go there and run Iran too? Because really, people don't realize that America had a hand in Iran back in the 70s. America had a big hand in Iran. You had a hand in there with Mossadegh. You had a hand in there with the Shah of Iran. And even with the Ayatollah, Khomeini. Y'all propped all them people up. Because you wanted to have a stable foothold in the Middle East. And when they start talking about nationalizing their oil, now they became the boogeyman. Now we got to put sanctions on them. Right? Because they didn't want to allow these American countries to fraudulently take their wealth. Right? Which really in reality, they didn't really care about the regular people. That's why the Shah was living on a high horse. He was the king of Iran. He was the king of Persia. But, you know, they installed this nigga. I think his father was a king too. Or his father was somebody high up. But Mossadegh was in there too with him, with his dad. And then Mossadegh ended up becoming a leader, and then the Shah, he ended up coming into power. Actually, Mossadegh wasn't a leader during the time of the Shah when he was young. He was still a prince of Persia, but Mossadegh was like the president. He wanted to do all this other shit. They ended up getting rid of him think they killed him. And then they put the Shah up in there, and that's why in the 80s, I believe it was the 80s, could have been in like the late 70s, but I believe it was like the early 80s. It was one of them decades. Might have been the 70s. This nigga took, the Shah took all these world leaders to the desert, right, to invoke the ancient spirit of the Persians, of the so-called Iranians. He wanted to invoke the spirit of wealth, and they made fun of this nigga because it was just a show of wealth, right? For what reason that you got all these people out here, some high-level people in the middle of the desert? You know what I'm saying? So it was just a bunch of bullshit. But he was able to do that because he came from the elite families, and the elites of all these nations, they live well. They're insulated from anything that happens within the country. And if something's really gonna go down, they get the memo to get up out of there early. And that includes South America. But who bears the burden? Who bears the brunt of this violence? Is the poor. The poor of the people, man. There's more of them than there are the wealthier than people. And so at the end of the day, you finding a reason to, and just go back to 2002, during the time of General George Clark. He had a sit down with Democracy Now, and he said that Iran was one of those 5 countries that America wanted to control. You had Iraq, you had Libya, you had the Sudan, you had Lebanon, and you got you had Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, or Libya, right? Libya. I know Iran was in there, and I wouldn't say Lebanon, but Iran is in. Well, Lebanon is a shithole now because they economically they're through. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted control of all of that, and they got Iraq, they got Libya, they got Syria. Syria fell, right? Syria, they got Libya, Iraq, Syria.
North Korea and
it's all the Middle East.
Oh, Middle East.
Right? In Lebanon. Now all they need is Iran. And they got it. Well, they ain't got it, but that's what they want. They're going in there to destabilize a sovereign nation. You already destabilize them enough through your sanctions. Right? Then you cause instability within a country, just like 2-3 weeks ago, the Ayatollah was going through the whole thing about his people, this big ass uprising in the street. And Trump claims on a video last night or this morning that he killed hundreds of thousands of protesters. Where's that at? I ain't see no evidence of that shit. No one saw evidence of that. And they'll say, well, who are you? Hey, this is above your pay grade, right? But I'm just telling you, where's the evidence of that?
I saw reporters too from Iran, from I think it was Al Jazeera, saying that there was a lot of people out there, but there wasn't, casualties.
If you see, if somebody killed hundreds of thousands of people, you would see that. They would show that somewhere. Look at the fields of the dead. Hey. I'm not saying nobody got killed. I'm not saying nobody got arrested or got missing. But the numbers that you picking is different. But they got to use these large numbers because that invokes some type of emotional response for the people that's listening, right? And you think that this is all about making America look great again. You keeping them in war, nigga. You spent 20 plus years in the Middle East between Iraq and Afghanistan. You know what I mean? 20 of them Jones, bruh. And you still got troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. They ain't telling us about it, but they still there.
He was even saying how people are gonna die, but that's a cost of war or some shit.
You said that?
Trump, no?
I remember saying that. I ain't watched the whole
thing. He was wearing the white hat. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, this fucking man is a fucking demon, man.
Death is nothing to this man. He loves blood.
And it's like, he says it as like, oh yeah, your life is the military, man. You're like, oh yeah, it's just something that is part of war,
Yeah.
Thank you for dying for us.
For your service.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. That's the most thankless job in America is being a soldier, man. And I can attest to that. It's a thankless job, bro. For real, you die for little or nothing. You die on a lot. Well, Smelly Butler said that war is a racket. So we're watching the racket happen right now. Right in front of us. Again, here it is, America portrays itself as the land of the free and the land of liberty and the land of love and prosperity. But in order to get that, you got to kill a lot of people. You got to bring a lot of violence. And this man, he's the man of violence. He ain't even using wisdom. Where's all the wisdom at? Right? These people claiming to be the Lord's people, but then they'll say America is the Edomites. But you're working with the Edomites, nigga. Y'all the same people. You are the Edomites, the Amalekites, and these people in America.
That's right.
Particularly the ruling politicians like Trump. That's an Edomite. It's no question in my mind. The nigga Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, these are Bill Gates, Bill Gates. All of these niggas, they all Edomites, bro. They represent the ruling elite families. Right? They represent the ruling elite families. And then you got the sellouts and the puppets beneath them. The other puppets, the lesser puppets beneath them. You know what I mean? But it's all about Edomite interests. These Edomites ain't never had this kind of power in the Middle East except during the time of the Greeks and maybe the Romans. But them Greeks, they had all of that shit. And that's what they want. They try to invoke this time of white superiority, but that shit is losing. And what all this is doing is going to usher you in to the Third World War, where you're going to be destroyed. Some nuclear weapons that them Teamanites created, they gave you the recipe to create, the recipe to destruction. It's really given to you from Yahweh Shai to destroy yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, show that on the camera.
So this is this dude Trump talking about.
Lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future.
So
and
you
it is
dying
a
for the
noble mission. We pray.
He said, so he don't even care. His kids ain't going to war.
No.
His daughters, his young daughters, his grandkids, they ain't going to war. Who's going to fight this war? The poor.
And who are they going to oppress in the future? The
poor. You're dying for the future. So you don't even get to see it. I'm glad the Lord had me die over there in Iraq, bro. But why do you have Shai, man? And all the brothers that did time in the military, especially during these last two wars, bro. Conflicts is what they call them. They don't even respect you enough to call it a war. You went into a country and took it over and oppressed these motherfucking people, right? All on the line. No weapons of mass, no WMDs, no yellow cake. None of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yellow cake poison, some crazy shit called yellow cake.
What shit was that?
That's what Colin Powell showed. Colin Powell showed to the Congress to get the war going. He had held up a tube of some shit called yellow cake. Yellow cake poison. And he said, well, just a little drop of this can kill millions of people. And he had it in his fucking hand, shaking it like it was crack.
Oh, uranium concentrate.
Yeah, uranium concentrate. Yellow cake. They call that shit. Because it looked like yellow cake. That's what Dave Chappelle had that skit. Oh, yeah. I got these guys who going to be the head of the Secretary of State. It was Mos Def, it's an old ass nigga. He's like, y'all believe me? Look at this, yellow cake. It was actually yellow cake, pound cake. And the nigga had it in a napkin. This is a special napkin. And the nigga in the back was like, don't drop that shit. Don't drop it. He's like, I got it.
Yeah.
Yellow cake. You know what I'm saying? And everything's a joke, man. But these clouds are a joke when people gotta lose their lives. And he's telling you that, look, your military soldiers gonna die. And in this Third World War, all you militaries are gonna die. Every last soul that get sent over there to the Middle East to fight in that sandbox, you're gonna die. You're not gonna be saved. You're gonna die, because what are you doing? You fighting to defend America. You fighting to defend your oppressor. You fighting to defend Satan. You ain't fighting for Yahweh Shema Shai. You're going to take that chip and you're going to go over in there and fight and die. And when Yahweh Shai come back, you really going to die. All that's going to be left is the smell of smoke and dust. That's it. That's it. Your body's going to be turned into dust. Your machinery going to be turned into dust. Smell of smoke. That's what's going to be left for you, man. And your political elites, your banking elites, where they at? In a bunker, chilling with their feet up, like fucking Bill Clinton. He was in a pool with the bitches like this, at the Jeffrey Epstein house, claiming that he ain't had nothing to do with it. And they got this nigga dressed like a fucking princess. Did you see that?
No. JFK?
No, the nigga Bill Clinton.
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Yeah. The nigga Bill Clinton. This is a real picture. They claim that it was Epstein's picture, but it was a real picture. This is the president of the United States, bro. This is the president of the United States, bro. This guy. This is a real picture. This is not AI. This is a real picture. This is your president. This is your ruler. This is the man that's ruling over us, bro. Right, this nigga's a lowlife. He's the lowest. He's the most abased motherfucker on the planet Earth, bro. He's the lowest of the human genome. And he's ruling over. This nigga dressed like a fucking princess, man. With a tiara, he bent over with another Edomite going in him. And I think they said Jeffrey Epstein was at the tape. They ain't Jeffrey Epstein. But this was some shit that they do. So the pictures, and how I know the picture is real, because me and Elder Ricardo Cohen was going back and forth about it, and he had brought this out. He says, the photo is a mean, falsely labeled image E457733 from the Epstein files. Officially, DOJ releases don't include this shot or crown. It says Clinton's at what looks like a private dinner party, playful vibe. And that's how these Edomites do. They play like that. Yeah. They play with the homosexuality. They bump each other, what they call it, hijinks. They dress like women. It says Clinton's at what looks like a private dinner or party, playful vibe. The guy sitting in the right further back at the table is unidentified in the public records. So it says, yeah, the photo is real, but the number is wrong. So it's not an Epstein photo, but it's a real photo. That's right. This is the president of the United States, bro. In the 90s. Right? These are the people that's ruling over you. These are the people that you take. And Trump's in there too. Yeah. Trump get down like that too. They had the video with him and Giuliani. Giuliani, he has a thing for he has a fetish for Marilyn Monroe. So the nigga dressed up as Marilyn Monroe and Trump motorboated him. And then you supposed to take these people serious, bro. I'm supposed to listen to this nigga. He's supposed to be able to make laws and what they affect these people right here.
Give them my life for their interest.
Yeah, give my life for this nigga. You fucking transvestite, tranny, weirdo, pedo, pedophile, demon, monster. I'm supposed to go to fight for this nigga. Real, man. And die. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. This man's a devil, bro. Satan. He come after the work of the Satan.
Right.
Real quick, this from the comment board. This is from the brother Itajuan Hopeful 144. Shalom to you. Psalms 140:1. It says, "Deliver me, O Yahweh Bashim al-Shai, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man," which is Esau Edom, which imagine mischief in their heart continually. Are they gathered together for war? See? And that's all they do. All they do is go to war. Fight, man. Every 20 years, you right back at it. Like, and even if you take over the earth, then what? You're still going to find something to fight for, fight against. You're still going to find some people to kill and destroy. That's what you want. You love death. Well, like the Lord said on the book of Ezekiel, since you love blood, blood's going to pursue you. The Lord's going to prepare a bloodbath for you. Right? It's going to start with your super elite. After your military is destroyed, after America is destroyed, the first fruits of slavery going to be you fucking super elite banking families, man. You blood eaters. You blood drinkers. You murderers. You know what I mean? You eaters of man's flesh. You're going to be the first, man. You got to go, man.
Right.
Right? And I don't know how a draft can look in America, bro. So I truly don't. Man. Who the fuck's fighting? Because these people ain't trying to, niggas high all the goddamn time, obese. You trying to tell me you gonna send these niggas to what? A speeding up boot camp for like 2-3 weeks? These niggas ain't going to that. Ain't nobody going for that. I mean, you got people out here that's America, even Jakes. They'll die, but it ain't millions of them niggas. You know what I mean?
They probably send all these dudes in jail and shit, probably.
Even still.
Yeah, even still. Hey.
How you gonna control them niggas? Them niggas is wild. You let one of them niggas out, man, they may not even get on a plane.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it won't happen, but them niggas didn't fight for America when they was out. What you think they're gonna fight for America while they in? And then you tell them they can't. And these niggas are nasty, rapists, murderers. Not everybody is like that, but it's a lot. It's a lot of bug outs, man. So you put these niggas in a theater of war with women that got drafted, men that get drafted. It's gonna be a freak show, man. You're gonna need some shit. You're gonna need some shit to threaten their life, man. And we'll, if you move 200 feet, we'll blow your brains up.
Yeah, like that movie, That Squad or Suicide Squad. There you go. Yeah, man. Fuck it. You can't put that shit past Esau, man.
Yeah, I don't put
you want your freedom? We'll give it to you if you go. Just
go
fight this war, and when you come back, we'll cut your time in half.
Get a pardon. Get a pardon or some shit. We'll cut your time in half. You still gotta go to prison? Absolutely not. Nigga, you better get, if you're gonna negotiate that, hey, I need a pure pardon and freedom. Right. And Esau still fuck you in the end. You ain't gonna make it back, but if you were to make it back, you'll end up being put to death and then put in jail anyway. So that's a losing battle.
Right.
I don't see how niggas went to Vietnam and said, but then I was in the military during the Iraq War. I didn't join for patriotism though. I had joined right before the shit happened. Like a few weeks before September 11 happened, I signed that contract. It was over. I was trying to get out of the ghetto, which a lot of people are. A lot of these young niggas, these wild niggas that's gonna be gangbangers and shoot each other up. Oh, put them on the boat. Operation Get Behind the Niggas. And set them, they're gonna put them niggas on the front line. All you Latino niggas, you wanna be a super thug, you gangster, right? You a killer, right? You a thug, you be alright. Niggas die every day, B. You be alright, you tough. All you fucking Edomites that's playing in the woods, acting like a militia. Oh, this is my country. I'll die for my, alright. Get them up too, sign them up too.
For real, man.
You got it, bro.
I had this in Isaiah 30:12. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised his word and trusts in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant." And going into our people that are trying to fight for this place to stay up, man. It's gonna come suddenly unto you, the destruction of this place, your own destruction. Why? Because you trust in oppression and perverseness, man. You stay there on.
Because what are you defending? You're defending freakism.
Yeah.
You defending petty, pedophilism, you LBism, LGBTQ, PT, AFNG. You defending lies, robbery, murder, corruption, rebellion, idolatry. That's what you're defending. This ain't our country. This ain't our rest. Right? We're prisoners of war. But it is going to be a draft. Men and women are going to be drafted, but a lot of you men going to be drafted. I don't see them just jumping a whole bunch of bitches over there. They got fucking PTSD. They ain't been through shit. But they got PTSD, they manic depressants. You know what I'm saying? They bug the fuck out on all kinds of psychotropics. But a lot of you men ain't gonna go, man. A lot of you war fighting men. It ain't just gonna be America either. South America gonna get busy. North America, Central America, the Middle East, Europe.
All these countries that have been taking benefits from America, man. You think that shit in a time of war, America's protection and the business that they've been doing with your countries is for free? Hell no. Well, once America goes to war, where's my allies at? We need soldiers.
We need bodies. Like Trump said, yes, American soldiers going to die, but that's just the price of the war for the future. For the future. Ain't no future.
Well,
what's
you're
America?
gonna lose.
They give me Jeremiah. Jeremiah. What's it? It's the one that said we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Take bomb for her. Ain't no future for America. The only future for America is destruction. America's not gonna come out of this on top, and neither is Russia. Both of them are gonna be destroyed because they're both Edomite nations. Egyptian against Egyptian, Edomite against Edomite. If a kingdom be divided, how can it stand? And it all works for the super banking elite. And behind that, all this is really a blood sacrifice to Satan. You gotta keep killing all these motherfuckers. You like blood that much? He said, oh, we just gotta kill people. And life and death is nothing to you people.
That's right, man.
You send these troops to a war, you ain't giving them the best weapons to fight. You ain't giving them motherfucking exoskeletons and shooting them up and making them super soldiers. You just get them niggas M16 from the 1970s. Right? Putting them niggas in harm's way. Get them niggas a flat vest. That's what we had. We had fucking flat vests. It wasn't even bulletproof, brother. That was just, it was some shit that it was like a soft, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It couldn't even protect me from getting stabbed. Yeah. My first deployment, I ain't had no fucking, plates in my whip. Nah. And then we had to share plates when we did. We had to share them. We had to take one out and then give it to the other guy. Right? And then it wasn't until like the later deployments, then it gave everybody plates and shit. But that shit's expensive. And they don't care about the U.S. soldier enough to equip him or her with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of high-tech protective gear. It's all bullshit to the lowest bidder, unless you in the special forces. And even they gonna forbear to fight. Your mighty men gonna forbear to fight when they see this hell coming. You got it, bro.
There's Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
And you see, that's where they're going. These motherfucking nations, they lost their damn mind. Following behind you. Your economic system, your oppressive political system, right? Your idolatry, your libertarianism. It's destroyed nations. Your foods. You got it.
Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Yeah.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, forsaken, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
Yeah, it is. So judgment's coming to you. Take balm, use balm for healing, for pain relief. But you're not going to be healed. You've been a golden cup in the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai. You made the whole earth drunken with your philosophies and your so-called way of life, your way of death. It's not a way of life, it's a way of death. Anybody that get in bed with you going to die. Come out of that motherfucking room with herpes, super fucking syphilis, super AIDS, and it's a slow kill. Right? It look good because she got the money. Or she give you jewelry, she give you slaves. Right? Oh, look how good, big ass titties, fat ass. And that's why the angel said, why you looking at her, John? You know what I'm saying? That's the whore that sits on all waters, right? But his image that he saw was a beautiful woman, but it's really a whore.
And the NLT of Jeremiah 51:9 says, we would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now.
Oh, we would have helped her if we could, but what? Nothing can save her now. Nothing can save America. Not even Trump. Make America great again. Because he got a hat on that says USA on it. That makes you think this nigga's going to save America. He ain't fighting no war. So yeah, this third world war is getting kicked off, man, and it will be a draft. All you men going to go to war. That's why it's going to be mad women out here looking for men of the Lord at that time. It's going to be our playground now. It's Hector's, what is this? I think the dude called it Jose or Hector's time. It's Hector's time now. No, Diego's time. That crazy ass. It's going to be a lot of them guys out there too. And you women, you're not going to be defending in that day. And we'll see how many of you women, you got to make $100,000. You got to be 6 feet tall, have a 12-inch rod. You gotta only love me. And I gotta be able to fuck you over. You gotta be my servant. Nah, bitch. Watch the phone calls. Watch the phone calls, bro. Watch the text messages. Watch the messages on the social media sites, man. Always, I had a dream about you. I had this dream. And she gonna, you gotta ask me what the dream about. She gonna write it down. Oh, okay. Watch the phone ring off the hook, man. I'm telling you, man. Motherfuckers are opportunists, man. Make us pregnant so that what? They won't be reproached. Because a lot of these women gonna want to get pregnant so they won't have to go to war.
That's right.
A lot of these, we talked about that last night, man. That's spiritual too. Remember that the brother had put us on to the MSG Isaiah 4:1, man. Get us all pregnant. That's what it said. If they want to be joined to us, man. Bitch.
I'm asking chat, what steps would the U.S. take to deploy a draft if a World War III event was happening? So it says hypothetically, if the U.S. needed to activate a military draft for a major war, there is already a legal and administrative framework in place. Here's how it realistically unfold. Legal authority: the U.S. cannot just start drafting people overnight. Congress would have to pass a law authorizing a draft. The president would have to sign it. The authority is based on existing law tied to selective service system, which maintains registration records. Who would be called first? Priority order: historically ages 20 to 21 first, then 18 to 19, then up to age 25. All the ages only if absolutely necessary. And in those days, it's gonna be absolutely necessary, man.
Read it again, my brother.
Who would be called first? The draft will not pull random people of all ages.
Right.
Priority order: historically, ages 20 to 21 first.
Yeah, because it might be you can start at 18 too. I think you can be.
That's the second group.
Oh, sloppy. You got it, my brother. My bad.
Second group, 18 to 19, then up to ages 25.
Yeah.
Older ages only if absolutely necessary.
It's gonna be absolutely necessary. They did that shit in Ukraine. They was grabbing old ass dudes. Everybody was. If you was a man of war, you could go fight, man. We ain't going, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. With the men of the Lord, fuck that, bro. I'll take jail time or death, man. I'm not doing it, bro. We're not going. You take the VA compensation, all that shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that, bro.
That's right.
But you see who's going, and these are the men of their prime age, man. So look, it's gonna be a whole fucking demographic of men that ain't even gonna be on a level. They're gonna have to come to us, man.
That's right.
Young women and middle and older women. Watch. You know, let's say 20 to 21, they out of there. 18 to 19, they out of there. They in their prime. These little niggas in their prime.
Right.
And then up to ages of 25. They gone. Out of there. And they're gonna lament because there ain't gonna be no men, no bridegroom to help them. Where's all the men at? Oh. Now all of a sudden, now we cute. Now we cute. Right. Now you always like this. You just didn't know how to approach us. All right.
Third point, it says medical and fitness screening. You're correct. Many Americans today will not meet military standards. That's already accounted for.
Yeah. That's already accounted for.
Planned,
yeah, they already got the plan. And they can also do waivers too.
Yeah.
They'll waiver nigga.
It says everyone drafted must pass physical and medical and mental screening run by the Department of Defense. Possible outcomes: fit for combat, fit for support roles, deferred temporary issue like injury or medication, disqualified serious conditions. Historically, large percentages are rejected. In Vietnam, roughly 30 to 40% of draft eligible men failed medical or educational standards. If too many fail, standards can be adjusted depending on wartime urgency. So like you said, hey, they could just be like, you're on psych meds, but fuck it. Hey, you could be a body that, in the front lines. Alternative service options. Not everyone drafted becomes infantry. Some would be assigned logistics, cyber operations, engineers, medical roles, domestic defense. Those with critical civilian skills, doctors, engineers, shipbuilders, etc., could be deferred or assigned specialized roles.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be no average nigga. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna be the Edomites, the other nations. Like very few Jakes can get that opportunity.
Those positions, yeah.
They're gonna put Jake behind on the front lines. Look, because I had asked this question: were retarded men ever used for war? Yes. During the Vietnam War, the U.S. military under Defense Secretary Robert McNamara initiated Project 100,000 or McNamara's morons. It says in the 1960s, the program lowered mental and physical standards to draft roughly 354,000 men, including many with low IQs or intellectual disabilities, for services. These individuals, often called McNamara's boys, frequently served in combat. Project 100,000 from 1966 to 1971, the goal was to meet high troop demands by reducing the minimum test standards, allowing men previously classified as unqualified to be drafted. The impact: many of these soldiers faced significant challenges, had higher casualty rates, and according to the reports from that time, were sometimes placed in dangerous frontline situations with inadequate training. I just told you. We ain't saying shit just to be saying shit, bruh. Hey, we research things over here, especially over here.
Yeah, over here too. It says if fitness levels are low nationwide, the government has several options: expand draft ages,
Yep.
include women,
Yep.
Lower physical standards,
Yep.
increase combat roles.
Yep. And once you in the military, they can always they'll swap you out quick. Oh, wait a minute, I thought I got signed up for no combat. Oh, shut up. Get this gun go.
For real.
Yeah.
If you're out there, all the front lines die. Well, we need fucking bodies.
We need
You gotta
bodies.
go. You're already in. Yeah, we're not gonna wait until a whole group of
Other
new
dudes
guys go through training and then
they'll lie to you.
hell
Oh,
no.
we just gonna keep you here for a couple weeks till you get the new bodies. Then we gonna swap you out. You're not getting swapped out.
Hell
You getting put to death.
Yeah.
You ain't fit to fight. America's fighting force is weak as shit. Where they at? These little niggas out here? These hoes out here? That shit gonna be a fucking a fuck fest, bro. Trust and believe, man. It's just gonna be a fuck show. They're gonna be fucking and sucking, trading pussy. Hoes gonna be sucking dick to the leadership so they can get a easier position. Adultery gonna be going on rampant, rape, sodomy. These your fighting force, man. Through, man. McNamara's morons.
That's crazy.
Yep. This man, he don't care. As long as his blood being shed, he don't give a fuck, bro.
Right.
His kids ain't going. When the elite, wealthy families, their family go, they gonna get automatic exemptions, man. It's gonna be the poor.
That's right. And the thing is that they should be fighting the most because they're getting the biggest benefit.
Yep.
So they should be out there, all of them, motherfuckers, man.
And Trump was a draft dodger too. He dodged the war too. I think he dodged I know he dodged the Vietnam War. Trump was a draft guy. He got a whole bunch of exemptions. I wonder why. Because he was already set to be the president. So nothing can happen to that guy. They want to keep him alive. You got it, bro.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16.
Hold on, real quick. It says the impact. It says many of these soldiers faced significant challenges and had higher casualty rates, and according to reports from that time, were sometimes placed in dangerous frontline situations with inadequate training. The program was criticized for exploiting individuals with limited mental capabilities, with some cases leading to investigations of recruiters, such as noted in 1976 case involving a Marine recruit. Pop culture representation. The premises of this policy is famously, though fictionalized portrayal or portrayed in a movie, Forrest Gump, which depicts a character with intellectual disabilities being drafted into the Vietnam War. That period represents a specific controversial instance in the U.S. history where intellectually disabled men were intentionally inducted into the armed forces.
Yeah, because it was beneficial, man. Imagine these motherfuckers in that jungle and shit, not knowing the terrain and nothing. Oh, fuck it, let's send some retards to fucking walk in first and see what the fuck's
blow the
happening.
nigga up. The nigga blow up and shit, walk in the mine. He walked into one of those Vietnam traps and he died. Everybody just laugh at him.
Right.
The retarded guy. Or the nigga lose his mind like in Full Metal Jacket and kill a drill instructor.
Right.
And others make and then kill himself. Right?
Like Recruit Pile and shit.
Yeah, Powell. That was him.
Crazy
Powell.
ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he killed him. He killed the dude, man.
Yeah.
Shot the shit out. He didn't even get the war. He didn't even get to Vietnam yet. It was in basic. Smoked him, man. You gonna put a weapon in this guy's hand? This nigga's crazy. It's cat shit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Second Ezra 16 and verse 17. Oh, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
We're going to pray to you, how about you know how it shot?
That's right.
Like he saw himself dead. It was like the Lord put him in a war room, and he actually felt and saw all these things. Like, who's going to save me? Yahweh Shem Shai going to save us, brother. He going to save him specifically too, because he's a prophet. He's one of the elect. Ezra's one of the elect. But this is the time when this is going to be so dangerous. That's going to be a common question. Who's going to save me out of this? If men are going to be asking this question, what are women going to be asking? I'm telling you, bro, I've been to war, bro. I've been there, bro. I've seen it. With my own eyes, with my own hands, my body, I was there. I seen how women acted in a condition of terror and the imminent threat of death. Because these people don't really want to die. You live a life of death. You live a life that pushes death. But when death is presented to you, you like, I want to live here. You scared. Nah, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
That's the thing, you know, the scriptures speak about Babylon being invaded, man. And when these nations invade Babylon the Great, it's gonna be so much hatred towards the people here in Babylon, man, because in your mind you think you haven't done anything. In your mind it's like, oh well, I never killed nobody, I never did this. But in the eyes of these nations, man, you're the ones that are, you know, putting the money, supporting the government to what? To destroy their countries, man. That's why the scriptures say that no gold and silver.
Oh yeah, you wanna get it?
Yeah, Khan, Babu Shah.
This
Because
is
these
gold and silver, right?
Khan will deliver you. Because these people they want vengeance, man. So when they're able to execute that vengeance, the Lord's gonna put that spirit on them of just killing, man. It's not gonna be like, oh look, it's a little kid. You think that these fucking Palestinians, if you gave a chance to one of those Palestinians that have lost everything over there to come and take vengeance on Esau or an American or an Israeli, they're gonna think of a child or it's a one. Hell, fucking no, man.
You'll kill hundreds of this.
All the people that you could have, my people. So fuck that.
Yeah.
And the same thing with all these other nations, man. When they get a chance at Babylon the Great, which is written that she's gonna be invaded, there's not gonna be no mercy for you people.
Even
man.
the allies, even her own allies, gonna turn against her.
That's right. And it's not gonna be, oh, I'm a woman, oh, I'm a child, oh.
They showed that in that when they did the Jade Helm operation thing. They were practicing for it, where there was troops going against civilians. It was one lady, she was pregnant, and it was like, she's like, I'm pregnant. It was, I don't give a fuck. And they put cuffs on this bitch, bro. They pushed her around and everything, bro. This is Zephaniah 1:16. Started at 16. A day, it says, wow, this is all good. I started at 14. The great day of Yahweh B'Shem Shai is near. It is near, and hasteneth great. Even a voice of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, the mighty man shall cry bitterly. And the NLT says that that terrible day of Yahweh B'Shem Shai is near. Swiftly it comes, a day of bitter tears, a day when even strong men will cry out. Back in the KJV, verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, a day of desolation, a day of darkness, and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
That's right, and that being Babylon the Great, man. And again, none of that sounded like a pleasant time. It sounded like the worst time you could ever experience, man.
It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh B'Shem Shai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. It says, neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh B'Shem Shai's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, For he shall make even speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that's the nuclear missiles, man. That's the, and that's on 1 hour. 1 hour this place is gonna be destroyed, man. You know how long it took? How many people it took for this place to, how many people had to die, suffer, be enslaved, be forced to work to build this up? How many decades? Hundreds of years, brother. Hundreds of years it took to build this place up the way it is. And they still building. And guess what? In 1 hour, Yahweh Shah gonna bring this place to a speedy riddance, man. And you can't buy your way out of this, man. I got another piece up for you, brother. This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 1. James 5 and 1. It says, go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be the witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Yeah, ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
That's right, man. And Yahweh Shah is gonna, avenge. First and foremost, he's elect, and he's gonna destroy his enemies, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you people that have been oppressing the children of the Heavenly Father, man, especially the elect, you're gonna pay dearly for that, man. And the 2/3 of our people, we spoke earlier on you staying, trusting in oppression and staying and perverseness and staying thereon. This is the judgment that's coming for you, man. And all your riches, all the things that you heaped up unto yourselves, thinking that that's gonna deliver you. Oh, I got all these weapons, or I got all this money. Money gives you access and connections and all that. I was watching World War Z the other day with my woman, and the dude Brad Pitt, he worked for the government or whatever. So when the whole outbreak happened, the dude made a call and, oh yeah, we're gonna go get you and whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, you see what connections could get you and whatever.
Who said that?
My woman. And I was just like, that shit don't mean nothing. Like the Lord's, when the judgment happens, the Lord's gonna get who he has on his hit list, man.
Yeah.
And no connections, no nothing's gonna fucking save you.
The only connection gonna matter is the connection between Yahweh Shah and his elect. That's it.
Right.
Not your government connections, not your work connections, not somebody you met on the street.
That's right. My brother-in-law too, his woman works on bays and his daughter and shit. And to them, that's a security. Like, oh yeah, we got the connection, blah, blah, blah. Now we get access to, if something happens, I don't remember what he said that they were allowed to have, like access to, like, I think, when, I guess when they had the missile crisis or whatever,
yeah,
or even the tsunami,
yeah,
you have to have access to base to go into the bunkers or whatever, He was like, yeah, now we have access to that, like if that's gonna save you, like those things ain't gonna save you.
Yeah,
man.
and then you ain't got no real military ID card. They ain't letting you in.
Yeah.
Or because because during that time, I remember something happened. Remember nobody could go on the bases because it was like at a
high threat or something.
Yeah, high threat. Only people that could get on the base was military and veterans. Active duty soldiers and veterans. And even then, they may not even let veterans on, man. You got an ID card, but it has to be an active duty.
And even that, if it's like a high alert or high crisis or whatever, like they might just let the high ranking officers, like, we gotta get these guys first. If you make it after that,
the line gonna be long as shit, because it was long as shit when the nuclear threat happened. That line was long as shit for people trying to escape to get on base, man. That's why a lot of Trump's high cabinet members, they actually live on military bases now. They got houses on base now. They living on base now because it's protecting them from the public, and when this shit go down, they got somewhere to run to. Yep. Cash Patel, old girl that run ICE. They live on a military base, bro. They don't live in a civilian world.
Yeah, but even those things ain't gonna save them, man. Nope. The same thing with our people.
Especially a nigga like that. Like, come on, what are you doing for the military? Where you gonna go? You doing nothing. You a contractor, nigga.
For real.
Oh, we got connections. I hate niggas that be like that. Yo, we got connections now. Look at us. We gonna make it. All right, nigga, we'll see. We'll see. You ain't gonna make it. We can go on base. And then you bringing people that ain't even got cards. Your mother-in-law, your cousin, your auntie, her friends. one of your closest relatives and buddies. No, nigga. Oh, we with them. Nigga, get out the car. Get out the car. You going?
Only the car holders.
Yeah, only the car holder.
No,
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Ay, Dios mío!
Real.
I can't wait. I'll be laughing. If I was able to see that shit, I'm like, that's what your bitch ass get.
Real,
So,
bro. Like, what happened with the connect?
Hey,
That was no
and
good,
he'll say
bro.
that too, yo. I ain't hear this brother say that shit. They gonna get mad at him. Don't get mad at him. I thought you had connections, man. Don't you have connections, man?
That's the thing. Jake be trusting in the worldly things, man. Even the scriptures say that woe unto them that make their
You want me to get it?
arm. Yeah, Bible shot. Because a lot of you Jakes think that the things that you have in this world, or the connections, the things that you've acquired in this world, is really your defense. And in reality, the Lord could take that away in a second, man.
This book of Jeremiah 17. I can't believe he said that. Yeah, we got connections now. He was all proud about it. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahweh Bashman Rashad. Cursed be the man that trusteth in men and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh Bashman Rashad. Because they're not, some people that you just said, they don't believe in Yahweh Bashman Rashad. Their heart is completely departed away from the Lord. Especially if one of them is an Israelite. So that you out of here, nigga. You put your trust in men. It says in the NLT, it says, this is what Yahweh Bashman Rashad says. Cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans, who rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from Yahweh Bashman Rashad.
That's right, man. And that's what our people be doing. They turn their hearts away from Yahweh Bashman Rashad. And they put their trust in what? In mere humans. Somebody that can't do nothing for themselves. What do you think Esau could do something against the Heavenly Father's son when he returns? No. He's gonna try because of his damn pride. But in reality, he cannot do anything to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. What are you gonna do against the creator of all things? Nothing, man.
Nothing. You can't fight against that power, man. And Esau, he ain't gonna save you. He don't like you or love you enough to even save you. Let alone, he can't even save himself.
He don't care about you now. What the fuck makes you think that he's gonna care in the middle of war when
outbreaks,
what they call
disease, pestilence? Because that's what's gonna happen too. Imagine a pestilence break out, and these people that got connections on military bases try to run on a military base. You ain't getting on.
Hell.
It's a fucking pandemic. You cannot come here. What? You ain't got no reason to be here. Where you going? Where you staying? You live on post? No, I don't live on post. I'll just go to the food. No, you can't go.
Well, even in that fucking movie World War C, the dude, he got taken into the fucking the boat that carries the plane.
Yeah. A boat that carries a plane?
Yeah, the big ship that carries
the battleship. That's just like not battleship. Aircraft carrier.
Whatever. The aircraft carrier. He got taken in there because he was gonna help the whole situation. And then they sent him out, and when they thought he was dead, they told the family, like, yo, you gotta get out of here. Like, they pretty much had to deploy them somewhere else into, like, a refugee camp.
Because they're useless.
Yeah.
They serve a purpose.
So it's like, I was like, damn, Esau will use you
He
like
cold.
that, bro.
He cold
like
that. He cut like that. He cold like that.
And that's the thing, Jake, you really believe that because you know somebody or because you're in a certain position that you're gonna have protection always. Like, nah.
Hey, the homeboy hookup ain't gonna work in that day. The homeboy hookup gonna be nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? It ain't gonna be nowhere. There's a lot of y'all. It ain't just 1 or 2. It's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Hell no. Ain't none of y'all speak English. Ain't you talking shit. Ain't you believe in Jesus Christus. Niggas, you done. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They gonna get the fuck out of here. They gonna toss that nigga, man.
That's right.
You out of here, bro.
You're just another mouth to feed and protect that's not doing nothing.
A useless eater.
Yeah.
Useless eater. Sitting here complaining, and you got them badass kids running around disrespecting people, bro.
Hell no.
Nah, bro, you ain't making it, bro. Hey, go ahead and take whatever's coming to you. The disease, the pestilence, the people, wild beasts, the animals. Right. And the only it's good to have connections. I can't. Like, I want to say, what? I was like, we got the ultimate connection. We got the connection between your how about and how it's shot.
Right, man.
Right, so y'all don't respect that. But in that day you will. Hey, give me that scripture where it says in the day of the Lord's power, they shall be willing, man. It's good to have connections. Hey, you see, it shows you the woman, all women, not just like my women, everybody. All they care about is this world, bro. They love this world, man. They don't ever want to leave, man. Talk that shit, they want to die. They don't want to die. Bitch, you don't want to die. I don't make sure that dumb shit. You don't want to die.
So, in the book of Psalms 110:3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
Yeah, in the day of the Lord's power, when you see the men of the Lord endowed with that power, you're going to be willing to listen then. You're going to be willing to be humble then. Right. You're going to be willing to shut the fuck up then. You're going to be willing to help then. But where was you at before?
Real.
He was nowhere to be found, man. Bunch of opportunists, man. That's why in that day, them 7 women, man, they ain't gonna be no just 7 average women, man. They're gonna be women with skills and techniques, and I ain't talking about just in the bedroom. They're gonna be women that's completely in a humble state, low state, man. They ain't gonna be not an ounce of pride on her, man. If any pride is detected, she ain't coming. Right? All that dancing and playing around and all on the social media, all showing your body, doing all this weird shit, talking shit, trying to, all these innuendos and shit. I'm working on me. Well, bitch, work on you over there.
Yep. Back in 2nd Ezra 16, I read 18 again. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment.
It's correction. You don't see it. You don't see it as correction, though. you see it as, oh, it's just a circumstance. Notwithstanding that, the reason why you're going through this is because of your wickedness and your evil against your how about you and how we shot.
That's right.
Right? You in open rebellion against the Lord, and the scripture says rebellion is at the sin of witchcraft, which is ultimately what's the result for witchcraft? Death. Yep. You get put to death for that shit, right? And all of that shit is sent as correction. But you, Jakes, you ain't gonna take it seriously. When they had the pandemic, you ain't take that shit seriously, even though it was, created. But where was y'all at? Y'all was stuck in the house, and everybody was on YouTube then. Right then, as soon as they got outside, it was like, oh, fuck, we outside now, man. We outside, nigga. All right. And they said there's going to be another plandemic. Plandemic. There's going to be another plandemic. And this one going to be worse than the first. And it ain't going to be no PPP loan either going out. Y'all fucked that up. Yep. They knew they was going to fuck it up, too. That's why they made it so easy. They made it easy for a nigga to fuck it up. They made it easy, bruh. So now, when a new pandemic comes, it's gonna be like, fuck your business. You're a small business owner, fuck you. Oh no, because of all the mismanagement and fraud and waste that happened before, we learned our lesson. No, don't get this shit to no niggas. No nigga bitches, no niggas. You're not gonna get it. You got it, bro.
It says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. 2nd Ezra 16 and 20.
Let's start at 19. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16, right? Yep. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19 in the GNT. And it reads, come on, bro. It says famine, epidemic. Oh, man. Did we just say this? Listen to this, man. Famine, epidemics, trouble, and sufferings are sent to punish and correct people. Right. Who was it sent to correct? The children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Right? But in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment.
Right. Like you mentioned the pandemic, man. How many people lost their jobs? Their homes. A bunch of shit happened, man. And what happened as soon as they said it was over? Jake went straight back into the wickedness, man.
They went even harder.
Yeah.
They got more emboldened. That whole because you know that OnlyFans popped off during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And as soon as that shit was over, they went even harder. Now bitches is like, it's everything on there. They just went straight into whoredom, prostitution and whoredom.
The whoredom went from inside the house to everywhere. Now they film content in the fucking grocery store, at the beach, anywhere.
In their cars, everywhere. You right, bro. Everywhere.
Hell yeah, man.
You don't even care if they get caught.
Yeah.
Bitches be at Home Depot flashing their titties.
Taking off their panties.
Taking off their pants, getting fucked in the aisle in a Home Depot.
For real, man.
It's just terrible, man. Like, you niggas should have died in the house. More you niggas should have died, man.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The one that's coming is gonna deal with all of that.
For real.
It's gonna deal with all of that.
And shit, it's gonna be you people killing your own selves, man.
Yeah.
Because what's these pandemics? Because we know what's coming is gonna be for real this time, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say the Black Plague and the bubonic plague, that was sent for correction in the Middle Ages. Because niggas was going off.
Hell.
It was killing Jake more than it was killing Edom.
Jake, yeah.
All because it was going on. All the smallpox, all that shit that happened in the Americas, even though it was given to Jake via Esau and them blankets and the disease, guess what? It was the correct Jake because they was fucking up, bro. They was heavily in idolatry. And niggas still ain't turned away from it, bro.
Yeah. And in that day of judgment, man, you people are gonna be killing your own selves. It's not like they're gonna turn, oh damn, shit is getting bad out here, let me turn to the Lord. Nah, let me go steal, let me go kill. And you're gonna be those same individuals out in the streets killing each other, man.
You know what it says that they're gonna because they're giving them the hand of their power.
That's right.
Because see, when we part of the elect, we're not gonna be stealing. We're not gonna be kicking in our neighbors' doors for food. We're gonna be waiting on Yahweh Shah and letting Yahweh Shah guide us, as he said he would later in that same book. He said, "I'm the God of those that put their trust in me." Roughly paraphrasing, man. We ain't gotta worry about that. Don't let your sins, your iniquities weigh you down, and don't let your sins weigh you down. Don't let your iniquities lift themselves up. Don't become prideful because the Lord is showing you mercy in that time. Remain humble and wait on the Lord. Because our power is in Yahweh Shah. It's not in man. It's not in Esau. It's not in any type of scheme or mechanism this dude got going on. Our power is Yahweh Shah. And he provides abundantly for those that fear in him and believe him. And believe on his name. And this is what we're trying to tell you, but ain't nobody trying to listen. You just walk by, talk shit, you get mad, you fall at a stumbling block. Oh, you guys are cursing, man. Oh, they look like me, man. Look at them, they bums, man. They outside preaching, man. Where your schools at, man? Fuck out of here. They had something going on. Nipsey Hussle Day, they named the street after this fucking demon. And IUIC was out there, bro. Nigga with dreads and the IUIC t-shirt on, handing out pamphlets. That's where they go. Them niggas ain't trying to hear, none of them niggas gonna be converted. Ain't none of them niggas trying to hear nothing you say. They there for the hustle day. Right? And then they showing a nigga all his blood after he done died. He got shot like a fucking dog in the street and kicked in the head. And this is the guy you exalting, bro? He was a gangbanger. He was about destroying the Lord's people.
Yeah.
If he's one of us, well, I believe he was one of us. He killed his own people, man. And guess what? Life goes on without this nigga. His bitch getting bent over and body slammed on a mattress by another nigga. His dad just got married to some young Eritrean bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's dancing in the streets and shit. His son's in the grave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His brother's hawking hamburgers. Come on, bro. Come on, son. Y'all understand, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's right in your face, man. And as these things happen, prophecies being fulfilled, we get excited. We get happy. Because we know that we one step closer to going home.
That's right, man. Because while they're celebrating what they're, like the scriptures say, that they're setting folly in up high. Prophecies going on real time, man, and you're ignoring it because you want to celebrate an idol, all right? You're not paying attention to the things that are important for your deliverance, man. You mentioned earlier, these people want to live so bad, but they don't want to go to the path of righteousness, which brings
leads
forth
to
life.
Which leads to immortality. Niggas want death. Real quick, Ecclesiastes 74. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth.
That's right. The hearts of fools is in the house of mirth. They're always into partying, celebrating something, making the best out of it. You know, when those that are wise are in the house of what? Of mourning, man. Why? Because it's an opportunity to learn something, to give wise counsel.
Be serious-minded.
Yeah, you can't give counsel to somebody that's in party mode. Those motherfuckers is not gonna fucking listen to nothing you saying, man.
Party mode over there. NLT says a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time.
That's right, and that's our people, man. Everything is about having a good time, put a smile on, every fucking single time, man. Like the other day too, my woman said some shit to me. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, pretty much complaining in the spirit, man. Like, damn, the more wickedness or the more wicked these motherfuckers are, the more shit they have. Like, even about my own, relatives, man. Like, damn, these motherfuckers, the more wicked shit they do, the more they get rewarded. Yep. And she was like, you can't be negative and whatever. Like, you gotta be happy for them. I'm like,
these are the wicked that prosper in the world.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I'm like,
happy for these niggas.
I'm not fucking being negative. I'm positive for the things that the Lord gave me, but shit, these motherfuckers, like the scriptures say, like, these are the wicked that prosper in the world, because you see them clearly doing wickedness all the time, man. But yet they prosper. Yet, man.
Well, this is their world. That's why, brother.
Bro,
I'm sorry, bro.
So like, I was giving her an example of my brother-in-law. Bro, this motherfucker, he's not broke. Like, he's the older man. He saved the money and shit, whatever. We came here to Hawaii, bro. They gave him a truck for free. All the time he be finding shit. People be giving them shit. The other day, the lady at the place that we're working at, she was like, the dude was like, I like your fridge owner. And she was like, you can have it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro. Like, this motherfucker gets a new car. He gets a
But did he give thanks to how about some shop for those things?
Bro.
And they gonna be taken away from him.
And the thing is that they be boasting, like him and his daughter and shit. They be boasting, like, yeah, look. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers.
That's okay, man, because it's a temporary glory.
Yeah. The
scripture says the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
For a moment. That's right. And that's the thing, like, yeah, for real. That's what I was about to say.
Hey, let's move, man. I'm gonna go see if there's a space over here, bro.
Where the hell is it coming from?
Yo, it's like real close to us, though.
Nah, it's probably those dudes down there. Well, yeah, man. The heart of the fool it's in the house of mirth, right? They're always worried about partying, feeling good. But those that are wise are in the house of mourning. Why? Because again, it's a time of being serious. And you can uplift the spirits of those that are down through what? Through wisdom, man. And ultimately, we're in a time of mourning because this is not a place where we're supposed to be rejoicing, man. If you are a man of the Lord or a woman that follows after Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you look around you and there's nothing to be happy about, man. The only thing you should be happy about is that Yahweh Shem Yahushua had mercy on us. And the few pockets of contempt we get amongst the brotherhood. But that's pretty much it, man. You look around your family, you have kids in this world, family is all out of order, man. You have kids and you're fearing what this world is gonna do to you or gonna do to them.
Oh, just put it in the car.
Is it far? Oh, okay. Salaki, I'm moving. Got these demons over here smoking weed, man. This shit is hella strong. But yeah, man, you know, as we were going into this place, you know, no matter how you look at it, it's vexing, man. It's vexing. You're always worrying about what's gonna happen to you. You're worried for your life, for the life of your children. We're eating a poison. You know, ain't nothing pure in this world, man. So it's like, why the fuck is it that Jay is always celebrating something, man? They're always rejoicing. They're always, you know, worried about folly, man. When they should be worrying about how the fuck we're gonna get the hell up out of here, man. And that's, again, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Believing and doing what is commanded of us. Not by going partying and building generational wealth. All those things are just traps that Esau builds so that you could, you know, you could stay trapped in the system, in the beast system.
Yeah, man, this world is all about, this present world is all about, it's all about the here and now. And they're not thinking about the future. They mentioned about how Trump said that these soldiers gonna die for the people in the future, right? But the future that he has is a really oppressive future for the people. And even what's this guy named Henry Kissinger? He called military men stupid pawns used in world diplomacy. Rough paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? Stupid people used as pawns for world and global politics, man. And that's what they view the so-called American military men. You know? Right? These people, it's all about the here and now, man. Because see, Esau is a man after the flesh. He's not a man after the spirit. He's a carnal man. So everything he pushes is going to push that carnal so-called vibration and spirit. And he wants the people in that same mindset, and they are, for the most part.
This is back in 2nd Edge 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Mm-hmm. And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Yeah, because it's going to come a time where victuals going to be extremely expensive. Not going to be cheap.
Sword, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion. Right, and this is what we're approaching, man. We're approaching the time of judgment, which is going to bring forth what? Destruction via the sword, famine, and great confusion. Because, again, people think that this world is just going to keep on, or this system,
keep going forever.
It's going to keep on going forever, and it's not, man.
Another 250 years, brother.
Hell no.
We're coming up on July 4th of this year, going to be make so-called America 250 years as it's been around as a country. That shows you that America is young. And then this nigga Trump so stupid, he talking about some America and Italy have always been allies even since the Roman Empire. And one of the people that was translating to him was like, nigga, what? She was like, she was looking at me like, what, nigga? Yeah, man. But it's spiritual. I was about to say that. It's spiritual, brother. That's why he said that. Because America is Rome all over again. The EU, NATO system is a Roman system all over again. They do the same thing that they did in the ancient world. They stretch their military thin, they abuse their economic system to the point where it was worth nothing in the end, right? The wealthy got fat and the poor starved. Right? The political system was full of shit. It was all about idolatry. And they were the Edomites. They called themselves Romans, but they were the fucking Edomites, right? But now you're being revealed. We in that time, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, brother 1. Now we in that time where you're being revealed.
It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 1. And it's subtitled Man of Lawlessness.
And that's what Esau is. He's a man of lawlessness. He don't care about the laws and commandments that Yahweh Shemashai established for us to have and live on in this world in righteousness. He's all about breaking the law. A lawless person is a person that breaks the law. Bill Clinton said that no one is above the law, but you are. You break the law all the time. Commit wholesale perjury, right? Child murder, pedophilia, pederasty. And because you're the president, you can't be convicted. Nothing that the president does, the only thing that can happen to the president is that he can be impeached. And that happened the last time the president was fully impeached was during the time of Richard Nixon. And then guess what? His vice president, Gerald Ford, when he became president, he gave Nixon a full pardon. He still kept the rights of a president, of a foreign president. He just, he had to go back to obscurity. So at the end of the day, none of these people can get judged for what they do.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 1. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of a Mashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Real quick, it says, I asked the question, can a president be convicted criminally for decisions during his presidency? Based on the July 2024 Supreme Court ruling, Trump versus the United States, the president has absolute immunity for actions within their core constitutional authority and presumptive immunity for all other official acts, but no immunity for an unofficial act. While a president cannot be criminally convicted for official decisions, they can be prosecuted for unofficial conduct after leaving office. Everything he's doing right now is he's doing it in office and is official. So technically, he's above the law. He's above the law. Even before he became president again, he was above the law. He got convicted in a court. He got convicted in a court for 34 felonies, and he won't serve no jail time for that. I'm gonna look it up.
Man, that's the thing. These Edomites got, the power of creating legislation so that they could be above the law, right? But you ain't above the law of Yahweh Shemashai. And that's the key point, man. That you Edomites believe that because you control policy and you control the armies, the justice system, that you can just do whatever you want and write up a quick law and get away with your crimes. But you're not gonna get away with any of it.
It says, as of early 2025, Donald Trump will not serve jail time for his 34 felony convictions in the New York hush money case before taking office, as he was sentenced to an unconditionally discharge. This sentence means no fines, probation, or imprisonment were imposed, though he remains a convicted felon. And he don't give a fuck. He's a businessman. He's getting money. He was a president. In his mind, he'll forever be the president. Right? So, again, he's above the law. If me and this brother get convicted of one felony, we're gonna serve jail time, probation, punishment, fines, and we're gonna be convicted felons for the rest of our life, man. That's fucked up, bro. You see? So it shows you that there's a tier system in America. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that man is being revealed, the son of the destruction is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They're not white, they're the Edomites. Is everybody that look like a so-called white man, woman, and child an Edomite? No. Because you got Israelites scattered amongst them. Is everybody that look like a so-called black, Latino, Native American person an Israelite? No. Because you got Edomites scattered amongst us and other nations scattered amongst us. But for the we're talking about as it stands for nationality, that man of sin that's being revealed is Esau Edom. He wasn't revealed in totality back then. Yahushua knew who he was. Paul knew who he was, but it was a time that he had to be revealed. Can you read that in the NLT?
In the NLT, 2 Thessalonians 2:3, don't be fooled by what they say, for that day will not come until there is a great rebellion against the Heavenly Father, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the one who brings destruction.
and that's what happened in America. Esau Edom. He's gonna all his war, all his policies, all his actions is gonna lead him to destruction. And he don't even know it. You don't even know. You think that you got a plan, a solid plan that's gonna have you always on the top. You think that by chipping the world population that you're gonna put everybody in this digital slavery that nobody could do nothing against you. And that you're gonna rule everybody like you're the most high. You think that you're gonna make people be in a position where they're gonna own nothing and be happy. That's slavery, nigga. And we wasn't even happy in slavery. So how you gonna make us happy in digital slavery? Right? You think that you're gonna consolidate the world's wealth into your hands. No more borders. It's just one global government, one world government. One government to rule them all, like Lord of the Rings.
Check it out in the A&P. It says, let no one in any way deceive or entrap you, for that day will not come unless the apostasy comes first, that is the great rebellion, and the abandonment of the faith by professed Christians.
And that's happening. That's happened back then. It's even happening now. Are we in the year of apostasy? Yeah. We're in the year of apostasies, sellouts, and apostasies, sellouts, and I forget, and agents. This is their year, and you seeing it. Look at TGC Ministries, freaking frat, Jekyll and Hyde, Dick and Head, them two niggas from TGC Ministries. Those are a great example. Nigga riding around in the G63 AMG Benz wagon from 2025, killing this shit, bruh, and showing it off. And they want to debate people. That's why they do a lot of these shock things they say, because they want to debate people to make money. They want to pull you into a debate so that you can make money. We'll debate anybody. Got these niggas in red and blue cartoon Power Ranger suits and shit on, going back to witchcraft, right? Genesis mode. Look, we can debate anybody, and that's what they want. And niggas selling out. Niggas sold out for a check.
Well, I did a lesson called social media has changed the perception of truth, and I had asked the chat a couple of questions, and one of them was how social media has changed, the perception of truth. And it said that when views are monetized, truth becomes of less value than the views.
The viewership.
The viewership, yeah.
And that's why he didn't want to, when they switched over to TGC Ministries, they didn't want to delete the old videos that they had as Sakari.
Yeah.
Because they can repost those videos on the TGC. That includes the rap videos, the other debates and shit like that. Because it's monetization. He's all about money.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I had a video, but I deleted it. He said, well, I'll show it to you. Check this out. Trash.
Invest in occupying mental space so you can live in these niggas' heads rent free. After that, monetize yourself. Your social media, your name, image, likeness. So when they talk about you, it brings awareness to you. And when it brings awareness to you, people check
It's all about money with this nigga. This nigga's a piece of shit.
It's 2026, y'all. Do not invest in real estate. Invest in occupying mental space so you can live in these niggas' heads rent free. After that, monetize yourself, your social media, your name, image, likeness. So when they talk about you, it brings awareness to you. And when it brings awareness to you, people check for you. Then they bring a check for you. Free game.
Yeah, he's a pimp. He's a so-called former pimp. And that's what it's about. It's about a check for this nigga. It's all about money. It's all about money. He's a fraudulent, fake, bitch-ass, bitch-made, pussy-ass nigga, man. And see, the more, and it's all about engagement, too. So when you mention a dude's name, it goes up in the algorithm. When you mention, when you post and repost his nigga's image, it makes people go to his page, and he gets paid off of it. And they get the check to him. But see that your money, the scripture says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, nigga. You gonna be destroyed, right? You might be driving around in your coffin right now and don't even know. It's nothing for you to get in a car accident. And insurance companies don't pay out money. First of all, you got a damn near $200,000 vehicle. The insurance premiums on that motherfucker gotta be high in itself. You got the mortgage, you got all this other shit, so you gotta pay that shit. But it's nothing for you to get in an accident going to the store with your family. The Lord will kill you and your wives and your children in that fucking car with you. Nigga, you fake ass half a pimp. You got it, brother.
Again, 2 Timothy 2 and 3 in the A and P, it says, let no one in any way deceive you or entrap you, for that day will not come unless the apostasy comes first, that is, the great rebellion, the abandonment of the faith by professed Christians, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction, which right here is kind of going off. It says, the Antichrist, or the one who is destined to be destroyed, which, you know, we know that there is many anti-Hamashiach, but Esau and his ilk, they're the ones that push the rebellion the most against Yahweh Shai. And it says that he's destined to be destroyed, man. He's being revealed. All the wicked acts, all the abominations that these people have been doing for decades, man. It's being put forth in the forefront for everybody to see. Because again, Yahweh Shai sends the prophets to what? To warn of the judgment to come. And why it's coming. And then he reveals these people, man. So that nobody can say, oh, well, you know, that was just a lie, you know.
Yeah. And we just slander.
Yeah, slander. No, the Lord reveals the wickedness of these nations, man. So that it could be known why they got destroyed.
Yeah, and Esau's wickedness is being revealed every day.
Yeah.
Right? And you do this shit all the time. When something revealing comes out, oh, we got a war breaking off now. Now, I'm the president of the United States. I'm too busy with this war to worry about the Epstein files. I'm still busy with this war to worry about prosecuting a celebrity or a politician or a world leader. We gotta fight Iran right now. We at war. I'm a wartime president. The nigga President Trump talking about something. I love war, but you never even been to war, nigga. What war are you for then, nigga? You dipped out on the wars when it was really popping, like all the wealthy elite in America do. But you love war because you're the man of destruction. You love to see people bleed. You love to see people plead and beg for mercy to you. But fuck you and your system. Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you. Your time is up. Your time is up. Revelation 12 and 12.
Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
And you always take it out on Jake. When you know your time is short, you always take it out on us. And that's what you're going to do. But Yahweh Shai is going to defend us this time. He's always offended us every time, but he's really going to show out this time. But we understand that the reason why you acting the way you acting, you're a desperate man. You're a desperate man, and desperate times call for what? Desperate measures, man. Right? So you grasping at every straw, you getting anybody and everybody that can sell out. You think just because a nigga in a fucking hat and a fucking YouTube page and is going to defending you, is going to stop you from being judged? No, nigga. He going to be judged right along with you. He because he justified the wicked, you because you are the wicked, man. You were created to be destroyed, just like Pharaoh was created to be destroyed. The Lord made Egypt a great country, right? So that he could destroy that motherfucker and put it in sand. He put that motherfucker was buried under the sand, And the white man had to. He was searching for idols to worship. He had to dig in the sand to get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That shit was in the sand, brother. It was under sand, yeah. And that's what the Lord did. He turned Egypt into a sandbox, man. An ancient empire that people forgotten about until they didn't. And that's what's going to happen to America. But this time it ain't gonna be just under sand. It's gonna be wholly destroyed and then made a sandbox. And the only thing that's gonna dwell over here is the desert creatures and every foul and hateful bird, nigga. And ain't nobody, not the Arabs, gonna pitch tent here. None of that's gonna happen. And ain't nobody gonna dig this place up like, oh yeah, we found these ancient American idols, and now we're gonna worship them. Oh look, I got an album from Jay-Z, and the shit still works. Let me play it. All that shit's gonna be forgotten. Nobody gonna give a fuck about your artists, your music, your politicians, your academia. Nobody. Your religions, none of that shit. It's gonna be dead. It ain't gonna be about one picture. You know how you go to a burnt house and it'll be a picture of Cesare Borgia, half burnt, but he's still there. Yeah. And you know, oh, that's Jesus. Nah, nigga, that shit's gonna be destroyed, bro. Right. It's just gonna be destroyed, man. We got like 18 minutes. But America is about to be destroyed. And this is what we're preparing for. The judgment of the Lord. Before you get what you got, bring it out what you got. And after that, get Isaiah 66 and 15. Oh yeah, I got you. The Lord has a controversy in Basra.
Yeah. Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, "For behold, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." That's right. And this is the Lord coming back in the chariots, man, to what? To judge the nations, man. Chiefly to judge this place, Babylon the Great, right? And he's gonna do it with what? With flames of fire, that chariot fire, man. You know, you had Trump talking about that he's gonna ask yeah, I was trying to paraphrase it as well, but
Isaiah 63. That's the one that says, "Who is this that coming from? They're coming from Edom, and dyed garments from Basra. That is yours and is a hero, traveling in the greatness of his strength."
yeah, that's good too.
Isaiah 63 and 1. The Lord has he has a I got you. He had to sacrifice for God. Got you, boy. Shot. It's Isaiah chapter 34, verse 6. The sword of Yahweh Shai is filled with blood and is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and goats and with the fats of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh Shai have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
That's right, man. And that's that judgment that's gonna come for Esau, Edom, man, and chiefly for the, you know, the two, well, I would say parcels of land, but yeah, with Babylon the Great and Israel. I was gonna say parcels of land, or
No. Well, because that's like a piece of land.
yeah. But
But he has a
those two masses of land.
Yeah, those land masses.
Land masses.
Specifically,
Yeah.
America's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, and the state of Israel going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. But America is not going to be inhabited, but the land of Israel will be re-inhabited again. Because that's our land, but it has to cleanse it. So that's the sacrifice. They're all Idumea, but it's all Idumea. Especially America. America is modern day Idumea. That's exactly what this place is. And Esau took over the land of Israel, and now he's made that an Edomite colony. But that's not the land of Edom. The land of Edom is America. Modern day land of Edom is America. He's not talking about that ancient Basra, which is a part of Transjordan now. No, he's talking about America. America is spiritually Sodom, Egypt, Assyria, Nineveh, Maktesh, Edom, and he got a set Basra, Idumea, the land of Uz. Yeah.
That's right, man. Back in Isaiah 66 and 15, it says, "For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind."
Which is the chariots of so-called UFOs, man.
To render his anger with fury and his rebukes with flames of fire.
Yup, and that flames of fire is going to be the nuclear missiles and the chariot fire.
Trump, he's talking about, releasing UFO files and whatever. I had done a lesson earlier where I think he was an astrologer. That's what you call him, yeah, right? The ones that look into the sky. And he was like, I look at the stars, and if you're a believer in God, you have to know that God is a father to many children, and we have siblings out there.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Like in the spirit, we the Israelites have siblings, but not you nations, man.
You're not. I'm sorry, brother.
Because you other nations, you're not gonna have a relationship with the angels, man. You ain't gonna be able to go into the chariots. That's reserved chiefly for the elect of the nation of Israel first, right? And what's gonna happen? Your destruction. We're reading it, man. He's talking about, if they visit us, maybe we could visit their backyard. Like, nah, man.
And what you gonna do if you get over there?
Yeah,
wickedness, nigga.
Hell.
What you gonna do over there? Gonna fuck one of the aliens in the mouth and the butthole?
Or their animals.
Or their dogs in the ass. Had their dogs licking peanut butter off your nutsack? Or your women having bestiality, sexual intercourse, which is bestiality with any beast over there? Right. Fuck you, man. You ain't the Lord's people. The only Lord's people is the elect of Israel, starting with the elect of the Lord's people, which is the children of Israel. Yasha Allah. Give me Joel chapter 2, verse 27.
Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed.
The Lord's people are the Israelites, man. We are not all the same people. Right? The only life that's teeming right now, when it comes to so-called human life, is here on the earth. And ain't no alien species out there playing in the chariots. Those are the angels of the Lord. Those are our brothers, not your brothers. Those are our brothers on the right and the left-hand side. Right? It ain't no alien big head grays. It ain't no Edomite with long blonde hair stepping off the chariot talking shit. Talking about they speak another language and they got to learn English. The angels can understand all things, man. No, no, you Edomites, you're liars. That's why I was telling Elder Ricard, you come over the week. I was like, yeah, Esau gonna have a so-called revelation of the UFOs, was just a part of their Hegelian dialectics and wickedness anyway, right? They're gonna have to make these assumptions to you the whole time. This dude been sitting across the table with an Edomite alien, right? Who looked just like him.
I was saying the same thing.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That ain't never happened, bro. Even the one guy that was working with the space program, he even said there is a picture of people coming off of the ships. So she said, so there's people that look like us? No, they're black.
Yeah.
And she said, so people that look like us? No, black. Right, because they're dark skinned like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right, Yahweh Shai is a dark skinned man. The Heavenly Father is a dark skinned spirit with a figure of a so-called black man. Right, and the angels are the same way. And that's a beautiful complexion. That's an extremely beautiful complexion. But it scares the Edomites. Because to look like an Edomite is to have leprosy. The Lord is not going to send his only begotten son here through a woman with leprosy, bro. He's not even going to send her through a leprous woman and a leprous man. Why would he do that? That's a curse. But you told us that was the apex of living. Everybody in the world wants to emulate you. All these nations want to use, even our people, using skin lighteners and bleachers to look as closest to the so-called white man as possible, thinking that's how they're going to get accepted. Fucked up in their head. Yo, you got Edomites and Moabites walking around with fans covering their faces so they don't get the sun on them. We love the sun. The sun is beautiful for us, right? But you Edomites, you can't survive in it too long, or you're gonna get sick and die. Then you try to put that same spirit on all people. We don't go through that shit. I'm not gonna get skin cancer for being under the sun. I'm an Israelite. He ain't gonna get it. He's an Israelite. Okay?
They invented all sorts of shit to protect themselves from the sun, sunglasses and shit.
Yeah.
I heard wearing sunglasses too often, that should be fucking up your eyes, man.
Yeah. Like the scriptures,
Esau, he needs that shit.
Like the scripture said, we ain't gonna be ashamed. Can you read that again? Joel 2:27. And read it in the NLT.
Joel 2:27, the KJV, it says, and he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, your power, and none else.
He is our God. He is not no other nation's power. Amos 3:1 says what? He has not dealt so with any other nations. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. I'm sorry, was it? No, I'm sorry, that's Psalm 147 and 19 and 20. You other nations you don't know. He says, but in Amos 3:2 it says, or 3:1 and 2, it says, Amos 3, the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 1 and 2. It says, hear this word that Yahweh Bashim Shai has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. So the Heavenly Father don't know these other nations. But that's the reason why they want to do away with nations and they push that universalism, because they want to make the world believe that we're all children of God. But you Edomites, you don't act like the children of the Most High. You don't follow his laws and commandments. You hate his instruction. You cast it behind you as if it was trash. You destroy his people, but yet you a son of the Most High. Get the fuck out of here. And the NLT says, from among all the families of the earth, I have been intimate with you alone. That is why I must punish you for all your sins, because we got the law. The other nations don't have the law. They're going to get it when we're in power. And they're going to get it from us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and King David. Well, Yahweh Shai first, then King David, then the rest of the 12 apostles, then the rest of the elect men. We're going to disseminate these laws and commandments to you, but you ain't going to be under the covenant. You're just going to be forced to follow our laws like you were in the ancient world. That's what they call converting to being an Israelite. It's not converting. You're just going to have to follow our laws and commandments, and you're going to be subject to those laws now. Right now, you're not subject to those laws, but you have them in your hand and you still break them. We're subject to these laws. That's why we under the curses. That's why we in captivity now, underneath our oppressors. But that's just going to stop. It's going to go away.
That's right.
Okay?
You want the Joel 2:27 in the NLT?
Yeah.
Joel 2:27 in the NLT, it says, then you will know that I am among my people Israel, that I am
whose people? Edom.
Israel.
Moab.
My people Israel.
Japheth.
Israel.
Ham.
Israel.
My people what?
Israel.
Israel. Yashur Allah.
Right?
Go ahead.
That I am Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, your power, and there is no other. Never again will my people be disgraced.
And we are the Lord's people.
Right.
Right now, we in disgrace. But soon we're not going to be disgraced no more. Okay?
Back in Isaiah 66 and 15.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 66 and 15, it says, for behold, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai will come with fire and with his chariot like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Yeah, and that's what he's bringing. The flames of fire of the chariots as well as the nuclear fire.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many, man. Many people are about to be put to death out here, man.
That's right. A lot of people don't believe that the Lord judges people. They think the Lord is all good. You know,
he all good all the time.
Yeah.
God is good all the time.
He only brings blessings.
Yeah, blessings and blessings of no curses, no judgment, no anger, no hatred. He just loves. Whatever that means for you. Because the love of the Yahweh Shemashah is the keeping of the commandments.
I remember having a talk with a so-called Christian pastor or whatever, and we were talking about judgment. I asked him about judgment, and I'm like, oh, so what about the judgment that's written? And I quoted him that the elect shall scarcely be saved. They shall enter the kingdom through great tribulation. And he was like, oh, so you think that God is gonna judge us? Why would God judge his children? I'm like, what the fuck? When he said that shit, I'm like, all right, man. You know,
we are the Lord's children. Give me Jeremiah 49 and 12. Baba Kashaf. Listen to this, Mr. Pastor, man. If you listen.
Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Who are they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup? Us, the Israelites. Going back to Adam, when we were called the sons of the power, or the sons of God. And then we became Yasha Allah, which is what? The princes of the power. Same thing. Right? We were meant to know righteousness only. But eventually we fell because Adam and Eve partook of the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. And then now where we at? But you Edomites, you're not even the Lord's people. You were created to be the man of sin. You were created to be the son of perdition. Right? So wait a minute, you fucked us over and destroyed us, and you think that you ain't gonna drink the cup of the Most High? It wasn't meant for us to drink that cup. Can you get that same piece up in the NLT, Baba Bashar?
In the NLT, Jeremiah 49 and 12. And this is what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai says: if the innocent must suffer,
and the scripture says, the innocent blood crieth unto me continually, man. Because even though our people go off, when we go back to the spirit, well, we're righteous, so we're innocent. Go ahead.
If the innocent must suffer, how much more you?
If the innocent, the Israelites, must suffer, how much more you? And you the wicked. You're the guilty. Go ahead.
You will not go unpunished. You must drink this cup of judgment.
And you trying to stop it. That's why you begged Isaac, which is Yahweh Shah, you begged Isaac for a blessing. Because you knew that you wasn't going to get no blessing. It wasn't, no blessing was supposed to be given to you. So you cried and cried and cried. But what it say? You still gonna be a slave to your brother. You still gonna do it, even though the only way you can get out of that is through the sword. Well, the Lord's gonna break the scepter of the wicked. He's gonna break the sword of the wicked, because you don't have no purpose no more, except to be a slave. You live the life of a ruler, and you played the role of the oppressor, and now it's time for you to be oppressed, and you don't want that. You're trying to alleviate that. You're trying to put the idea that Yahweh Shai exists out of the minds of his people and the whole world. But that still ain't gonna stop it. All you're doing is working your way towards the inevitable. Is that your land is gonna be destroyed, your kingdom is gonna be destroyed, and guess what's gonna happen after that? Slavery time, baby. You were the first fruits of wealth and prosperity in this world. Well, in the next one, you're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. Who are we talking about when we say you? We're talking about you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, all you wealthy, super elite banking families, and all the people that's underneath of you.
Right.
You are going to be a slave, and that's going to fulfill prophecy. And that's going to be your role for 1,000 years. Long ones, too. Don't ever think that it's going to be quick like this shit that's going on now. It's going to be super slow. I mean, super slow for you.
That's right.
You got it, Juan.
It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Ooh, Basra, go Basra again.
Yeah.
The spirit joked on the brother earlier to bring it out. And then guess what? Right there again, Basra again. That's America. Go ahead.
A reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste.
Perpetuate all these cities, Philadelphia to Los Angeles to New York, from Honolulu to Memphis, Memphis to you name it, fucking New Jersey, Tennessee, Memphis. Well, that's Memphis is in Tennessee. Miami. What? Miami to fucking Minneapolis to fucking Las Vegas. All of this place is going to be destroyed. San Francisco, the San Francisco treat, all the way to fucking Boston, Massachusetts, nigga. All these cities going to be a perpetual waste. Got it, bro.
What was it? Oh, I said 66 and 15 to finish that, right?
Yeah, that was it? Oh, we're going to wrap it up now, brother. It closes out, bro.
Hey, so with that, Akim, we hope that camp was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory go to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wahawakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and peace invitation to all you Akim out there pushing and defending his gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as to the hope for your leg. Hey, shalom until next time.
Hey, shalom. That's it. Shalom.